I'm scared. Hey, look, it's coming through.
I was gonna say, and we're on.
It's coming through.
I was gonna say, and we're on. I was gonna say.
Oh, did we have to pick the most obnoxious opening?
What do you mean?
Oh, it's like some kind of anime fighting game.
Anime fighting game?
Oh, I just see ads right now.
Oh, you're in mod view and getting an ad. Oh dear. Boop. Oh, pseudodogs and cordon.
That person was very close.
Yeah, personal space is a very relative concept here. Hey, Notorious Ben, welcome in. I want to get out of here, believe you me. Oh. Oh dear.
Yeah. Good morning, mnemonic man.
Good morning, afternoon, evening, mnemonic man. Hey.
Mnemonic man.
Yeah, I have this really bad habit. Bazzar can attest to this. I say good morning no matter what time of friggin' day it is. And, so that really speaks to me, thank you.
It's your own special greeting. Good morning wherever you are to dots.
I mean, here's the thing. I drink coffee pretty much all day, every day, so...
Gross.
Not far off. Oh, man. Well... Oh, wow, okay. This was an e-call. Doink, 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 doink. Doink. Okay.
So, would you say you like S.T.A.L.K.E.R because of your gas mask obsession, or did S.T.A.L.K.E.R cause your gas mask?
So here's the thing. I think S.T.A.L.K.E.R caused it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Mnemonic Man, I get it. Even in the Legion, there's enough people from enough different time zones that I've kind of given up on trying to keep track of who's where. The only one that I know off the top of my head are the Australians. Hey, Sensei. But yeah, S.T.A.L.K.E.R probably caused my my interest in gas masks, you know.
Yeah.
Well, cause shit, Shadow of Chernobyl came out.
Put a quarter in the swear jar. Put a goop coin in the swear jar, man.
Shadow of Chernobyl came out 2007, I think. And I mean, I was probably playing it around then, whenever it came to the West. Oh my god, Mnemonic Man.
Me?
Yeah, Mnemonic Man, holy shit. So I don't have that gas mask. That's one of the British gas masks. But I have a couple that look kind of similar, and yeah, there's a lot of jokes I get about that.
I mean, we have actually quite a few fans of gas mask in Legion. I own 2.
Yeah, you own some cool ones, too.
I just own that Russian one, and I own the World War II American one.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we have Pyro, who's, yeah, gas mask, chest hole, and dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I know Eeyore owns one.
Well, I hope so, with his freaking icon.
Yeah, it's a lot of comrades that I did not expect. It's funny, I think that was one of the things, was one of the first days I was in the Legion, I posted like a picture in a gas mask with just like the caption like, it's just one of those days. And I don't remember who it was, it might have been Bazzar, but he was like, oh my god, we have another gas mask guy. And I was like, yep.
Yeah, we do have quite a few.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, though.
So, I'm not familiar with S.T.A.L.K.E.R. What's the premise?
Okay, so it's based a lot on the novel Roadside Picnic. It comes...
Hey, Lord Grimus.
Hey,
Helmets are cool too. I own a couple of those as well, but they're from World War One and World War Two.
yeah, Halo Mjolnir helmet. Yeah, I have the Metro, the solid Metro helm, the Spartan
That
helm.
one?
There we
Okay,
go.
yeah, nice.
Yeah, I found it on a dead man, and it's mine now. It still smells like dead man.
Oh, I bet.
But yeah, so basically,
It used to be a candle scent.
oh my god, that is cursed. Oof. Oh yeah, but the story of S.T.A.L.K.E.R is basically the Chernobyl incident was hey Macan, there we go. I always forget. But the Chernobyl incident happened, and instead of a simple nuclear meltdown, there were a lot more factors at play. A lot of shady pseudoscience shit that Russia was doing, and research into things that probably were best left alone. And when the meltdown event happened, all of that ended up going wrong catastrophically kind of at the same time, and it established this zone where the laws of physics are pretty much regularly violated, and there's a lot of pretty inexplicable phenomena between the mutants, which simple radiation can't really explain, and no, Macan, I've seen you in a couple of streams, man, absolutely.
Yeah.
But
I've been in any stream, so yeah.
yeah, Bazzar got dragged into this because he was there with me when Diggs found me and told me we had an opening that needed filling, so here we are.
Yeah, I got yanked away from my game of Gladius I was already getting bored of.
You mean you don't enjoy fighting Nids and Guardsmen at the same time?
I killed both of them. I just kind of got to the point where I was falling asleep, and then I kind of got dragged into this as Dig said, "Hey!"
Well, because we had something lined up for this slot, and it ended up being canceled, so something needed to go live, and, you know, I was here playing Stalker anyway, so I was like... Gramos, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Gramos, yeah. And then Macon, also very much yes. I like Gladius, but in short bursts.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll put it down for 2 months, and then I'll play another afternoon game.
I'm really thinking about repairing this MP7. It's one of the 9mm converted ones, so that would actually be kind of nice.
So with this being a Chernobyl area, so I'm assuming you're in like the Eastern European area, right?
Yeah, so this is actually...
How the hell did M4s get there?
Well, so after this Anomaly, the mod is interesting. E-Ghost. This is kind of like a soft sequel to the mainline games. The mainline games take place more recently, directly after the actual event happened. Anomaly takes place quite a time after even the third game in the series occurs. But it basically all takes place with this being the actual, like, area of the Chernobyl power plant, and all of this being the geographic area directly outlying that. This being basically the edge where a military cordon has been set up to keep people out, which hasn't really worked. But the way that M4s and MP7s and all sorts of shit are coming in is because the world at large has taken quite an interest in what has been going on in here, including a mercenary company who has set up shop, as well as ecologists, which are basically they're a sort of like multinational coalition of science people, eggheads.
Nerds, got it.
We shove them in lockers when we see them.
Yeah, we wouldn't know anything about nerds.
No, I'm just kidding. They're one of the people who pay me the most. Yeah, that's.
I was mainly referring to the fact that
We're
I
all
think
nerds,
we both
yeah.
classify as nerds.
Almost certainly. Yeah.
Mercenary enjoyers rise up.
Honestly, I keep Eghost, I keep trying to do an Iron Man mercenary like playthrough and just keep getting kneecapped. They have a tough start.
Maybe you just suck.
I mean, that is also very possible. Really, honestly, an SVU would not be a bad take. Car 43,
Yeah.
you know how it is.
Yeah, but I'm already definitely getting like Metro vibes, except you get to go above ground instead of stay under it.
Well, it's interesting.
More depth,
Metro.
though.
Yeah, well, this is almost all player generated.
Okay.
So much of this mod in particular is like it's built on an entire new engine that is based on the engine, the X-Ray engine that the original games were built with, but it's been massively tweaked, which is good. It needed it. The X-Ray engine has not aged well. They still don't have any Picatinny scopes except for an OKP7.
You don't need Picatinny. Duct tape works fine.
I
I'm sure it
wish,
holds
honest to
zero.
God, I wish I could duct tape just some like bullshit RDS on this thing.
I'm sure it holds a 0.
I mean, my average engagement distance is like 15 feet. I don't need a perfect 0.
If it's 15 feet, then why need a scope?
It's because wasting bullets is bad. And expensive.
Look, see, if wasting bullets is bad, then you got the wrong rifle, man. You need something that works as a club.
Yeah. Or
The
something with a
M4 is not
bayonet.
that gun.
I'd kill for a Mosin bayonet in this game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess the perfect 0 is the front 180
Yep.
degree arc. Yeah, yeah. I need bullets to spray that direction, please.
It's kind of all I can sell. I know this is riveting gameplay as people are tuning in.
They can just listen to my beautiful voice.
That's true. You do have quite an enchanting voice and quite a beard.
Yeah.
I usually play Clear Sky because I love their useless camouflage. A brother found in the most unlikely of places. Hello. Clear Sky, for reference, Bazzar has like blue sky with cloud white camouflage, like
All right.
alpine camo, but blue and white. It is horrifically ineffective.
Oh yeah.
I have learned my lesson.
One
I'm
of
never
my
disassembling
buddies
guns again.
designed a camo. I think it was for Planet Side 2, where he described it as not so much as it keeps you hidden, but hurts so much to look at it makes
Yep.
you want to look away.
Macan, yeah. It's interesting. This is such a good slot. I'm extremely surprised that I'm the one who ended up here.
Oh yeah.
Well, because we just had like multiple
Quiet day
things
in the
fall
Legion, I
through.
guess.
Yeah. Yeah, this slot isn't changing hands in its entirety for anyone who is familiar with what's usually here. It's just Foxy and Ralphie both ended up having to be out today. So we just had nothing for like the next 3 hours, I think. And I probably won't stream that long, but I'm playing it anyway, so.
Well, you know, Foxy just sort of drank way too much tea, and now he's stuck in a bathroom.
Oh no. Oh, you can't make fun of the
Kinda
British like
works,
that, man. Next thing
I
you
mean,
know.
I probably drink more tea than they do.
Tea. I like tea, but coffee is definitely my
Grimos, I
bag.
wouldn't call to the rescue. I would more like we got shoved out the door and like
Yeah.
trooper.
Yeah, it's like
We paused at the door and got pushed.
Yep, all the first stringers got injured, so they threw us out onto the field, and we're like, "Hi, I know the rules of the football."
I'm still screaming.
Heard of Escape from Pripyat or Gamma? They're massive Anomaly mod packs that change the whole game. Yes.
The appropriate place to drink tea is there.
Yes, agreed. Tea is an always drink. Gamma, I have some problems with. It's a lot of recycled Tarkov animations. Not really my bag. Kind of loses the feel of the original games, which I actually am still incredibly surprised by Anomaly's ability to feel like just another S.T.A.L.K.E.R game. It very much, as someone who grew up on, like, especially Call of Pripyat, a lot of Call of Pripyat, this just feels like another one in the series. It's really weird. Like, it's jank, and there's a lot of assets from a lot of different places, but it's very, very natural feeling when you come off the other games.
I think Rob Dave got it in hole in one. Yep.
Yep. That is exactly what is occurring. Agroprom.
But, Monic Man, yeah, no, I thought tea, the purpose of tea was to hide the fact that your water was dirty. So...
In certain parts of the world, yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
I mean, it's popular around, definitely around the London area for a reason.
Oh, man.
Shots fired.
I was gonna say, you're lucky Foxy's not here.
Oh, I know.
What is she engaging? Oh, dear. No.
How is it going? Had.exe?
Hate.exe? You'll have to illuminate us if that's not how it's said. Also, I just heard a lurker, and I really don't like that.
Hey, look, I'm dumb, so it doesn't matter. I'm just here to mispronounce names as poorly as possible.
Okay, Mr. Lurker, you can stay over there. I just really, really don't care enough to go chasing that down. Not my business.
The people want to watch you chase this thing down.
Contract is very good, E-Ghost. Oh, right, but Gamma. Gamma, I've given, I think, I've given one of the builds of Gamma a try, and I've watched a friend of mine, Eeyore, plays Gamma, I think. But I have a couple of problems with Gamma, both on the conceptual level and the execution level. Like I said, it's a lot of, it feels very, very different from a S.T.A.L.K.E.R game. No, so there's mispronouncing something, there's really mispronouncing something, and then there's mispronouncing something badly. Lictor Imperialis. I can imagine mispronouncing something badly is when...
Mispronouncing something bad. So if you are mispronouncing something badly, technically, yeah, I think he is correct. You're pronouncing it well. Because you're badly mispronouncing something.
Oh.
Unless, of course, you're just using it as a double adjective.
Okay, that's bad.
But look, someone already put hate.exe in their name. Look, you got a fan!
Ah, oh dear, oh dear.
Games that are just good gun porn are really nice sometimes. They're Ghost. A lot of games get them very wrong. Looking at you, Call of Duty Vanguard.
Oh boy. We can't.
I die a little inside. Or I don't even die a little. I die a lot inside every time I watch that fucking game. Like anything from that game. It makes me cry.
Yeah. Jesus, where did you come from? Ow, that was bad. I'm lucky more of those didn't hit or I would be absolutely dead.
So...
Hip,
can
no.
you get the BTR?
No, these are all still locked. There is there has long been a vehicle system in Stalker, but it is so jank that even most of the like big conglomerate mods. I know that sound. That's a bad sound. We don't like that sound. Yep. Oh boy. Come on, I want to see the fireworks.
Yes, Dead Trickster. Unfortunately, I have a habit of watching gun videos on YouTube, and then some of them mention that horrible, horrible things that happen to guns in that game. So oof.
There's the fireworks. Okay, Angry Sky. Time to leave. Whoa! An SR2M! Holy, what the hell did I just pick up?
An SR2M, apparently.
Well, but yeah, but look, it's got like a Picatinny on it. I'll have to examine it in a sec. I'm not panicking, you're panicking.
If you can find a Bizon 19, I think you should use that.
There is one in here. I've seen one. I don't have one.
I know, just guns with helical mags. I know they're terrible, but I think it's funny.
I do find helical mags interesting from a design standpoint.
I wonder what the failure rate of them are.
Well, and I'm using, dude, I'm using an M4 with the frickin' drum, so yeah, you know, terrible is relative.
Yeah, all good choices, Rob Dave, for gun content. Yeah, I usually watch a lot of Forgotten Weapons.
Yes, Forgotten Weapons. Ian is great.
Yeah, occasionally Brandon, and every now and again Grand Thumb. I don't always like their swagger, but they have charisma and I don't, so what do I know?
Wow, look at this thing.
Find a show shot, says Rob Dave.
Find a chow chat. Sorry, I'm really just trying to piss off the French now. I apologize. Macan, Mordaka is not always better. I mean, Mordaka is great until you're the one paying for the ammo.
Look, I think the G11 had the right idea. You had semi-auto, full auto, which usually fires about 600 rounds a minute, and then 3-round burst, which cranks your firing rate to 2,000 rounds a minute.
Yeah.
The idea is to try to get all 3 bullets out of the barrel before recoil happens.
It's so wild. The AN-94 does that with its 2-round burst mode. The Forgotten Weapons video on that one is very interesting for anyone who has not seen it, because it is a trip how that thing is put together. Was just gonna forget Russian rocket surgery.
Yeah, Bully Snake. I think I've heard that gun called so many different things. I just accepted all of them as true. It's like hearing M1 Garand and M1 Grand. I don't care. I know what you're talking about, so.
Yeah. It has, yeah. He goes, yes it does. Yes it does. Look, all I'm saying is sometimes when you gotta put 2 bullets through the same hole on a budget, you gotta get a little wacky with it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, wait. Where am I going? Right. Oh. Okay, that's not happening.
We got our first time chat.
Oh, another one!
Yeah.
Never managed to finish Shadow and avoiding Clear Sky. Clear Sky's... If you play Clear Sky, mod the hell out of it and don't feel bad. Vanilla Clear Sky is... It has not aged well, and it came out under very imperfect circumstances.
Yeah, Rob Dave, if you're still talking about the G11, yeah, that thing has more in common with a clock than a gun.
Yeah. just the rotating out of the magazine is insane to me. Oh, okay,
the
that's
fact that
military.
it has extra mag storage built into the gun, I guess because the Germans don't want chest rigs? Or just like heavier gun, I don't know.
Hey, no. Stop that immediately.
It was pretty big cap, yeah. I think it was actually 50, and then it was 50 rounds of mag, and then it had 3 mags that the gun held, so about 150 available.
No, Clear Sky as a game was very interesting. Wow, she just... God damn.
Thing is about janky games, though, I have never had a problem with.
Well, Clear Sky, there are sections of it that, like, are not working as intended to this day, from my recollection. But from a gameplay standpoint, I really liked. I liked the kind of driving impetus for your character in Clear Sky, which was basically you need to make the zone stop or your brain's gonna explode. Yeah. Also, yeah, I didn't really give that first time chat its due. Welcome. Happy loss of chat virginity. I swear, we get...
It's a weird way to put it, but acceptable.
Well, it's something I've come to call it, because it seems like we get a lot of first time chats, which is cool. I'm glad people feel like they can engage here. It certainly did be the opening hook of Shadow of Chernobyl. Yeah, Shadow of Chernobyl is a very alien experience in a lot of ways. Not least of which the gameplay. It's interesting. I was talking with one of the other members of the BPL about S.T.A.L.K.E.R Anomaly, and there's just definitely a case to be made that this is one of the most, like, alien settings that I'm familiar with off the top of my head. It's just such a... Things are there. The things do not care, like... They are not there to further your gameplay directly. There is no constructive way, to use them or interact with them. They simply are there, and it is your duty to, react to that as you will.
I'll agree to disagree on that one, Eghost. I don't think the AR-15 is perfect at all.
I mean, it's a good intermediate cartridge rifle, but yeah, perfect is a very high bar.
Well, perfect changes depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
I think M1 Garen is peak.
Who is over there? What are you shooting? Also, artifacts, though?
But
except the 1911. Two World Wars! Yeah. Two World Wars! Okay. Let's see.
The new M5.
Is that the spear?
I don't know. I've heard of the M27. That's made by H&K.
Whee! Oh. What'd I get? Oh, bracelet. Wow, okay. Psychic resistance and
yep, Martini Henry, yep. Anything with wood stock for me, please.
Magazines are for people who miss. Holy
Martini
hell.
Henry has a magazine. It's a tube mag.
Oh, that is... I'm using that quote someday. That is excellent.
Oh, yeah? How about this? Trapdoor rifle. Trapdoor Springfield, because more than one shot are for people who miss.
Sharps? We talking sharps? I'll take a sharps.
Trapdoor Springfield, yeah.
Someone quote that man.
Someone quote that man.
Completely agree and have no idea how to do it. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'm dumb. I was
gonna say, oh, wow. I haven't seen one of these in a long time. This is not a common one. No, that's an e-call.
Oh.
They're fine, if nerds. There's no locker readily available, so I can't shove them in one. Give me a lever gun any day. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Quote, no one kills my
457 is the only
children.
government I need.
No one kills my children but me. Oh my god, Tooch. Beautiful. Where am I going? I know where I'm going.
The War of the States? Are you talking the United States? We used everything.
I was gonna say, there was no, like, one infantry rifle. There were so many different arms production facilities making so many different bizarre things. Alka-Seltzer in box wine equals champagne. Holy...
I mean, a lot of people associate non-conformist uniforms with the South, but that was also a huge problem with the North, too.
Yeah, Diggs, I don't know if you're listening, but I think that is absolutely quotable. I just don't know how to do it. More gunfire. Okay. We're just gonna keep moving. None of my business. Yeah, revolving rifles. God, the Walker revolver.
I think they look neat, but I have a problem with revolving rifles, and that is because a lot of them just spray powder into your face.
That...
into your hand. And requires more effort to make work properly than is worth.
Okay, so it's add quote. And then do I just reply to the post with add quote? Rob Dav, yes, that is what revolvers do as well. The thing is, with a rifle, inherently your face is usually going to be a lot closer to the spray, and because of the larger calibers, there's going to be more sprayed out.
Yeah. A lot of people burn their hands trying to get those to work properly.
Yeah. And I mean, I could see the argument being made, you know, don't be a bitch. But mine is more of a mechanical issue, which is there's always going to be slop between the cylinder and the barrel. And that's going to reduce your accuracy, and eventually over time that's going to be one more thing to fail.
A slot, yeah, but like you can have it to where the cylinder actually has cutout for a reciprocating barrel to fit in, but even then, that requires more mechanical effort than necessary.
It's going to be so much ramming. Oh no. Okay, thank you, Grimos. Thank you. Who's that? Oh, oof. I remember that guy. Nice guy. Okay, so am I going over to Agriprom and killing a military stalker? I really don't want to. I would really rather not. My life would be measurably better if I didn't have to do that.
There you go. Quote number 63.
Beautiful. The one where the case covered the round. Oh, the Nagant. Yeah, the Nagant revolver was the the one that pressed the my friend actually has one. It presses the cylinder to the barrel to create a gas seal. I watched him try and fire that thing at a range for like probably a minute and a half with no bullet come out of gun, and I was, you know, I was giving him some shit because I'm sitting here watching, you know, his weak gamer wrist flop around as he's trying to pull this trigger. And so I'm ribbing him a little, and he goes, okay, you try it. Hands it to me. Yeah, I didn't know this. That thing, I think, in double action mode has a 20-pound trigger pull?
Yeah,
18 to 20?
Like ridiculous trigger pull. And then on top of that, revolvers are known for their reliability. However, if you make more moving parts, you make the revolver unreliable.
Hit content production SOT. Are you playing on controller? No. Why do you ask? The Nagant revolver is tied with the Reichs revolver. So the Reichs revolver is terrible in such a different direction. Yeah, and welcome, Hit Content Production as YT. I'm gonna call you Hit.
I don't know. What do you think would be the best revolver in service? Or Informer service, I guess. There's not a lot of them.
I was gonna say, probably not too many. I mean, I guess by longevity, the police revolver that was still issued for so long, MR73.
No, the G11 is far from perfect.
The G11 was the G11 was so imperfect that it never was actually finished.
Well, there's a lot more behind it than just that, but yeah.
Yeah. I still am so hyped for caseless ammo.
Well, here's the problem with caseless ammo is we gotta solve the cooling issue because a lot of heat is taken out of the gun with the brass that's injected. So, caseless ammo, if you don't solve the heating issue, is going to cause more problems, and early caseless ammo had a lot of fouling as well.
Ugh.
I could never understand how the caseless SMG worked in Halo.
Oh, okay. I forgot I had this thing equipped to secondary.
There's a lot of people upset on you in the internet. You're shooting dogs there.
I really, trust me, I hate doing it. I probably hate doing it almost as much as they hate watching me do it, if not more. MR73. So that's is that the French sniper revolver? Is that, am I correct in that?
With the bipod and everything?
Yeah, mountable bipod.
I am no means a gun expert. I am just simply a fan.
Yeah, me too. I have a couple and I like them. Hey, Hungry Grimace. Good to see S.T.A.L.K.E.R, even if it's Anomaly. Well, I mean, Anomaly is the closest we get to modern S.T.A.L.K.E.R until 2 comes out. It's also by far the most streamlined.
It's okay, them bad puppers.
They are. They're blind and hungry and want to eat me.
That doesn't sound bad. That sounds desperate. Now I feel even worse.
No, trust me, I hate doing it. The pseudo dogs, I will shoot them all day because those are not dogs.
Give them a little bit of skin. It'll be okay. You don't need all of it.
Avoiding S.T.A.L.K.E.R 2 on a matter of principle. Yeah, if I'm interpreting what you're saying correctly, I can understand that. Yeah, streamlined, ew. Yeah, Zyq, I mean, there is an argument to be made that S.T.A.L.K.E.R is inherently not streamlined. But I mean, yeah, so this is a free standalone mod that consolidates almost all the content except for the story from the 3 mainline games, and so much user-made content. My add-on list, I've got base Anomaly. I've only got a couple of things. One of them is they makes it so that the condition of dropped items isn't always below 20%. I have a mod that makes it based on enemy rank. So like, yeah, well, BAS, yeah, that one is one of the ones I'm most in favor of. There's just so much it adds. I have not
seen anyone confuse it with Escape from Tarkov.
I have not. No, Gamma. I could absolutely see someone confusing with Escape from Tarkov, and I keep getting sidetracked from why I don't like Gamma, and that's probably for the best. But yeah, I've got blades and sharp sticks. I've got the whatever the mod is called that makes the loot drops, like the equipment drops, not always be under 20%. I think they can be up to like 60 with master ranked enemies now, which I just think Gamma is a clusterfuck. That's all I have to say on it. Yeah, thank you. Agreed. But,
I have no idea what Gamma is, but I'm going to agree.
Well, it's a fan-made mod pack for Anomaly that got very popular in a sort of walled garden. And it is just a kind of consolidation of a lot of different mods that make it a much different game. Yeah, again, as someone who's been playing these games for over 10 years now, this mod feels very much like another one in the series. Gamma is insanely different.
Yeah, I find myself not playing a lot of shooting games anymore, to be honest.
Yeah, I definitely have moods for it and moods not for it. I've been playing a shitload of Madness Project Nexus lately. Yeah, I gotta go talk to him before I leave.
Yeah, let's see. I mainly play building games and strategy games, and that's more or less it for me.
Yeah, Cake Boss. Oh, posture check. That's actually a really good point. Hey, Pistol.
Posture check. Mine is terrible. Thanks for checking.
About EFP is that you could field strip weapons. Yeah, the way that weapon disassembling works in this, the way that stripping stuff in general works in this is a bit obtuse. And I've found that it is not often useful unless you are trying to repair an identical weapon that is in even worse condition, which... Why aren't you just using the one that's in better condition, usually?
A game I kind of want to see, even though there's probably already stuff similar to it and I'm just ignorant of them, I want to see Twilight 2000 on a video game.
Search Lab X19. Cooking in D&D tonight. That sounds like a nice night.
What are you cooking?
Liaison. Found one. Not gonna use it. Primus brand fuel for a stove. Very nice. Wow, even Duty doesn't have any optics.
So you got the Bison, but you're not gonna use it? What?
Oh, I'm not buying it. It's expensive.
Oh.
It's like 22,000 rubles, which I think is like $5 in real life. That's way too much.
It is worth every penny for a magazine that's probably really unreliable.
Oh, and it fires 9x18. Gross.
Well, yeah. What'd you expect, Tokarev?
No, 9x19 would be nice. Yeah, none of this is really what I'm looking for. Honestly, I kind of...
would also be nice as a video game.
Yes. Agreed. Search Lab X19. That's behind the brain scorcher.
Like a trailer for Paranoia a long time ago, and then I haven't heard anything about it since. But I also haven't gone out of my way to look for it either.
I think there is a Vityaz in Anomaly now. Yes, I believe there is. There's also a the other 9x21.
Some people like games where they suffer their cake boss. And that's why I never quite understood Dark Souls.
Dark Souls is an interesting case where there is obviously a lot of prestige to getting good, but realistically for me, as someone who doesn't really give a shit about getting good, I just really like the settings and like stories, and often the flow of the combat in Souls-like games really appeals to me. Sometimes not enough to carry me through, but
the flow of combat I like is like Napoleonic style warfare. I need it to be very slow and organized so I can understand what's going on.
I have to go get the helmet. Great. I'm about to go get conned by the e-calls. Yeah, Hungry Grimace. Pretty much exactly me as well. I like the aesthetics of the Soulsborne games. I'm terrible at them, but the settings are so well written. Yeah.
Call me bad, but I just don't care for the aesthetic of Dark Souls. I like weapons look more authentic than fantastical.
Yeah. I find myself using like really grounded stuff in Dark Souls a lot of the times. I want a good Shadowrun shooter. It even said, "Oof, don't say that." Yeah. You just like a finger just curled on the monkey's paw when you said that, E-Ghost. Ugh.
Yeah.
What about Elden Ring? I really enjoyed Elden Ring. I need to finish it. I don't remember what happened, but I got sidetracked off it.
Buying brand new games requires money of which I do not have.
Yeah, that's fair. I think if I had money at any point, I probably would buy more brand new games, but...
Well, I find myself stuck in this trap where I like tabletop gaming, so I buy a lot of miniatures instead.
I need to get some miniatures.
Oh, what kind?
I'd like some BattleTech ones.
Oh, yeah, those. I like the new one. I like a lot of the new sculpts are really on point.
Yeah,
I'm really looking forward to this next Kickstarter.
I don't remember who was posting pictures of theirs in the BPL the other day, but I was like, wow, that got painted up nice. Those look amazing. And I'd love to have something that I don't have to build to paint, because most of the stuff I have painted is the stuff I showed you, Bazzar, Machining Krieger.
Yeah, Machining Krieger, yeah.
Yeah.
Those, I thought my stuff was expensive, man.
Oh dear. Yeah, no, those get stupid expensive. But you have to build it and like put the whole thing together and then paint it. And
oh no, model building.
It's very fun, but I find myself starting to fall off usually around the time that I have to start painting it.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, my Grosserhund model still isn't painted. And that's partly because I had to move in the middle of it being...
See, stuff like that is music to my ears, because then you can pay blokes like me to paint stuff for you.
Oh yeah, there are plenty of people like me, I'd imagine, who are more than willing to hand it to you. Oh, accidentally hit console again.
I'm definitely not the best painter in the world, but dang.
Dude, you've showed me some of your stuff. Some of that stuff looks amazing.
Yeah.
I still really love that one.
I go on the internet and I look at like the heavy metal dudes and I feel bad all over again.
Oh god. Okay, the good news is I have things to sell to the ecologists.
Oh man, what are you quitting for? Heading off? No. You gotta stay here and watch this. It's
bye, Hillian.
He's about to hunt the hardest enemy in the game.
I just killed a chimera earlier, actually. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
No, oh dear. I'm still alive? Okay, never mind. I always think I can skirt around that one. I've done that exact same thing like 3 times. But yeah, have a good night, Hillian. Every time.
Oh, yeah, that's a horrible feeling there, Mark. It's just like, I have achieved peak greatness and I feel like shit again.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess it keeps me humble.
Oh, thanks for the follow, SFC.
Stalker. Ironic, because we're playing. Well, you're playing.
That's okay, you're here in spirit. 3 of those burned chimeras in Red Forest for a mission. Yeah, dude, the Red Forest fucks. It is not a good place. It is almost always the hardest part of my games, getting through the goddamn Red Forest. I walked face first into a pseudo giant in the trees the other day, and that was fun.
I don't don't know. Like, I was sitting here thinking, like, what kind of games would I co-op with Dots? I mean, he was already a client state for me in Stellaris. That was pretty fun. He just
Yeah.
spied on everybody, and
I
I
was
got
gonna say, that was great.
TV.
Stole the tech from Outcast all game. Yeah, that was beautiful.
Yeah, he just stole his tech, and I was like, I'm just gonna build this big navy, and then the end boss shows up, and we killed it in like what?
Oh yeah, no, because it was the gray. It was the Gray Tempest, I think.
Not the Great Tempest. It was
right.
The Indian game was like the interdimensional guys, and my fleets were on them immediately. Outcast's fleets were on them immediately, and it lasted all of 5 minutes. And I'm like, oh, okay, great game, guys.
Yeah, it was awesome. Was it the Unbidden? I don't remember what they were called.
I think one game that would be fun to, if it was actually co-op, would be a Metro series. Would be pretty fun to play co-op.
I don't want to get the horn blowing too early, but I am planning on doing a playthrough of the Metro series on WBPL. I have some hard drive fuckery to do first. One of my hard drives is starting to fail, so I've had to do like a bunch of stuff with the computer to get it stabilized out again, and it's still not done. But once that's done, I do plan on doing that for sure. And I'll probably try and rotate co-hosts out, like, you know, like Mav does with After Dark. So I'll definitely bring you on. That'd be super cool.
But yeah, no, Mambo Rambo. Yeah, Stellaris it's entertaining for short bursts. This was just one of those games. But yeah, it's got so much DLC and they're stupidly overpriced.
Yep, stupidly overpriced, and realistically, a lot of them are.
They don't add anything, really.
They add very specific things that have nothing to do with, like, one of the. Sorry, this is gonna take a second. One of the biggest arguments I see is, oh, well, don't buy all of them, just buy the ones you're interested in. And it's like, yes, to a degree.
Thank God, Dave.
Yes,
This
to
is
a
my
degree.
first time.
Oh, damn it.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Yeah, Bazzar and I were just chilling. That's how he ended up here, was Diggs poked me to go out on WVPL because we realized we had a lot of downtime. And me and Bazzar had just been hanging out, so he got dragged in with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, the DLC situation for Stellaris makes me sad.
That sucks.
Oh. Well,
Yeah,
there's there are online ways to play the game, at least mechanics wise, aren't there? Like, well, Tabletop Simulator is an interesting one because you'd have to import.
Yeah.
You'd have to import the models, but
Yeah. When I really wanted a bigger BattleTech group in my local area, I just kind of made one by just showing up to local game stores with the box of Armored Combat and just go, hey, do you want to try BattleTech? It's the new cocaine.
Oh, hey, Spyro Facile. Yeah, a Zorg Devil. Yeah, that is an anomaly. A very unfriendly one. It's the worst because this tunnel is the only way to get over here to where,
I mean, is it unfriendly or just uncaring? Because it doesn't look like it was actively going after you.
No, it wasn't. It just has its pattern, it does. Yeah,
another thing for BattleTech Online is Mega Mech.
Yes, that's the one.
About Mega Mech.
That's the one I think I've heard of as well. So yeah, if you want to play, BattleTech with him, but you know, obviously, you can't exactly make the geography work. There are definitely ways to do that. What would be a friendly anomaly? I don't know, man. The Oasis was pretty sweet. Still got the heart of the Oasis on me in this playthrough. It's not nearly as overpowered as it is in the base game, but still good. Look, man.
The friendly anomaly is the friends we made along the way.
Hip is a friendly anomaly as well. This place is usually pretty safe.
What was that guy from Metro? Khan, who is
Yes.
like, is it more evil than say fire?
Yeah. Khan is a super interesting character. I really like him. I feel
This
like
is our chance to redeem ourselves for destroying the Dark Ones.
yeah, he's such a cool character in the first game too, because he is kind of your only means of contextualizing a lot of the wacky shit you're saying. I like him as a character.
He either had seen enough shit where he just mentally broke and everything makes sense, or he has seen past the veil and everything makes sense to him.
Oh yeah, like, and that's the thing is, in the book, Metro 2033, he is much more overtly insane. Like, well, that sounds not like batshit, you know, like babbling and talking to ghosts, but like just no regard for trying to soften anything that Artyom is experiencing, and really does maintain that he is the reincarnation of Genghis Khan. Yes, Dead Trickster, that is exactly where I was going to go. He is very cool. That's the thing that I was going to say way long ago.
He didn't get enough screen time, yeah.
Well, no, S.T.A.L.K.E.R and Metro arise from the same inspirations a lot of the way. There are even anomalies in Metro, but Metro as a game series took a much more grounded approach to the setting and like the concepts, whereas S.T.A.L.K.E.R went kind of a lot further into the unknowable, the unknowable bits that... Oh, wow, he's just carving that snark up.
Oh, yeah, Dead Trickster, yes. Khan does try to understand what is going on around him rather than just shoot it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's just... He was a really interesting character. I think one of my favorite moments of him when the shadow people in that tunnel, and he's like, I was with those men when they died. And I was like, whoa, what the fuck happened?
Yeah.
And I had just so many questions that were never answered. Like, what happened? What killed these men? And Khan just does not let in.
Yeah. What now? I'm glad we can supply. Rob Dev. Yeah, I wasn't talking about the S.T.A.L.K.E.R books. I just meant in terms of games. Yes.
I need to read more books.
The Roadside Picnic. Highly recommend reading that, by the by. Anyone in chat who is interested in S.T.A.L.K.E.R or any of its kind of adjacent things. Yes. GSC made stock. Yep. Yeah, Roadside Picnic is the source of a lot of the concepts that are toyed with in S.T.A.L.K.E.R, and I believe that was the case, Spara. I think I heard about that as well. That is an anomaly, don't step in that. But Metro as a game series got much more grounded. Like, it took a very dry post-apocalyptic kind of look at the concepts, whereas S.T.A.L.K.E.R leaned much harder into kind of the unknowability and the just completely foreignness.
First Metro did really well on all the anomalies and stuff. And then the second one, it seemed almost like a dropped concept.
That's kind of what I'm talking about. Yeah, they really kind of went further into just lower science fiction.
So I couldn't tell you anything on that one.
I actually do highly recommend Exodus as a game. It's very, very good.
Yeah, it's like, unfortunately it came out around the time I really just kind of stopped playing shooters, so
Hi, Ralphie! Yeah, Ralphie, this is your fault, you son of a bitch. You did this! You're the reason I'm out here playing S.T.A.L.K.E.R.
Don't die! He already had... No, I was kidding.
I was gonna say, I've died twice so far.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you slow-ass old man. Yeah,
hey, come here, I have stuff.
God, just watching him do his slow-ass old man walk.
Hey, look, you try to walk fast as an old man.
Yeah, the term stalker originates in Roadside Picnic. Sorry, I just saw that Hunger Grimace. Yes, McCon 2033 was weird but good. Last Light was good from a game perspective. Exodus is amazing. To me, it is amazing. Both from a game standpoint and just like the experience I had with it. I need to go back and play it again.
Well, I think one thing that was fun about Metro, especially at least the first two that I played, is they didn't go too far to try to explain the origins of everything.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of it still kind of felt very lost knowledge. You like, still, yeah, the nukes fell and all this, but how the Earth got so irreversibly fucked
Yeah.
in such a short amount of time is never explained, and I kind of appreciate that in a game. It's not really related, but kind of like games like Dead Space, where the first one doesn't really explain much of origins of anything at all.
Yeah.
And then as it goes on into 2 and 3, it kept explaining more and more. And I'm like, well, you destroy the enjoyable parts of what's considered Lovecraftian horror when you explain the reason behind the horror. Lovecraftian horror in itself is just a fear of the unknown. Yeah, Rob Dave, I really disliked 3, but I'd say 2, Dead Space 2 is still good, to an extent.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'm being conned by Russian scientists. 17,500 rubles. I believe that's like $35. That's way too much.
I couldn't tell you.
No, I'm shitting around. There's definitely something to be said about that don't show the monster aesthetic. Yes, agreed. Event Horizon. Oh, yeah. Oof.
Yeah, don't show the monster is a nice thing too, but I also need like one thing that also kind of annoys me is the monster is bulletproof, and I'm like, name one animal that in the whole wide world that you know of, no matter how horrific, that can withstand bullet.
Mm-hmm.
And if it can withstand bullet, can it withstand mini bullet?
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean the same thing applies from a storytelling perspective.
Yeah.
I found the explanation of the markers and such in Dead Space dumb. I very much liked it when it was just like, we don't know why this is happening. We don't know even what is happening. All we know is it wants to kill the shit out of us.
Yeah.
I already fixed everything. Okay.
Well, as like I think Tex even touched this upon it once upon a time, where it was like he gets tired of like all the new stuff trying to explain the reasons for everything. And I'm like, leave mysteries.
Yeah.
I love mysteries. It's like old 40K lore with the Necrons. Is they just showed up and murdered everything, and they didn't really have regions, and they're this big bad horror. If they showed up, you died, and that was the end of the story.
Mm-hmm. Cough, Alien Covenant cough. Yeah, talk about a series walking all over itself to try and explain things.
I have not seen any Alien movie besides the first 3.
You know, I don't think you're missing too much.
I didn't think so either. That's why I didn't watch anything.
I actually saw Prometheus, and I walked away from it going, what happened?
Yeah. Nids changed a lot in the lore too. Yeah, they were. It's like, how big were they, or how small are they? And I think even in the new lore, like something along the lines of like the hive mind was like killed. I don't know.
I don't know.
I
No
gave
idea.
up on new 40K lore, to be honest. About the time where Imperial Guard switched to Ashtra Milliwada, I stopped caring.
Yeah, I've always been tangentially No one needs to know why demons are invading in Doom, just they are. That's why I like Doom 2016.
Yeah.
Is because it was like, hi, I'm here to do one thing and one thing only.
Exactly, Rob Dave. But yeah, no, Doom 2016, I like Doom 2016, and I really like it. I've never finished it. I don't know why.
Gonna do
but I
something a little
can
controversial
never get
here.
it finished.
Oh god, I have to go back to the Red Forest? Are you kidding me?
Yes. No, you have to go to Black Forest.
I really don't want to. I'm very much against this, in fact.
Okay, if you don't want to go to Red Forest, how about the Seafoam Green Forest?
I feel like that would be very radioactive.
Oh, probably.
Oh my god, I really, really don't wanna.
Yes, Lictor Imperialis. 40k lore is kind of a pick and choose thing. I made up what makes sense in my head, and I like it.
Okay, bad news. We're,
Yep, squats are back. No one's happy about it, as far as I've heard. Well, some people are, but the guy that I knew that actually played squats way back when is not happy with it so far. Shout out plug-in Colorado Springs Gamers Haven. Best game store in the country, and I don't even live there anymore.
Oh man. Lab X19, spoop down the town of Spoop and Pants Shit. Yeah, I mean, I have guns, so I'm not too spooked. That's why I don't fear ghosts or skinwalkers in real life.
I don't watch a lot, or I don't read a lot of 40k books anymore. It just got to the point where it's, especially, a lot of people recommend the Horus Heresy series, and it's like, okay, where do I start? Horus Rising, okay, cool. How many books do I gotta read to get the main story? 11? You're
Good.
challenging my degree of literacy.
I enjoy the paranormal. Yeah, me too, Rob Dev.
Enjoy the paranormal.
Yeah, I still think the moon's out to get me. Fucking bitch. Read the first book, put the rest down. Oh no. Those sound like the words of someone who read them all.
I have read Caiaphas Cain. I read all the Caiaphas Cain novels there, Rob Dave. I eat that shit up because it's hilarious to me.
That sounded like a bandit. What is happening? Hold on.
And actually, yeah, that's more of my favorite books out of 40k is anything guard related because everything's actually scary to them.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that Space Marines are the big cool thing, but Guard are where I feel like so much of the interesting narrative can take place.
They do store their vegetable on a golden throne.
Ooh.
They even got him a pretty dapper robe. It only covers his lap.
I nailed that cat.
I meant to read the Gaunt's Ghost series, but I still haven't. I really like Caiaphas Cain because it kind of it takes the piss out too. Like it's just kind of more here for hysterical than actual horror. But I also have my books for Guard where it is far more horrifying. Like the Imperial Guard Compendium I have.
Lictor Imperialis
Everything's
makes
scary.
a good point there.
Yeah, they do. I have a theory about Space Marines, and that was before they became the Primaris Marines. And that is, they were not actually 7 or 8 feet tall. They were just bigger than normal guys, but not outrageously bigger.
I've heard the same theory about the Emperor.
Yeah. And it's just the reason they're shown as like 8 foot tall is because of the propaganda posters. It's just all Imperial propaganda.
Yeah, I always loved that. There's a part in one of the books about the Emperor that is like, at one point, I don't remember who it is, but someone, a psyker, sees him, and for a moment is almost certain that he is not seeing him as he actually is. Like, he perceives what he actually is for just the briefest moment.
Yeah.
And is like, wait, everything I'm seeing is a farce.
Yeah.
And then the moment passes and nothing really comes of it from what I recall, but it was just a very interesting, it's an interesting section of the, like, psyker side of 40K, and, like, you know, the phenomena of the warp and such that I feel like doesn't get explained too awful much.
I think one of my favorite bits of fan art for 40K is a Sister of Silence talking to Custode. The Custode asks, "So what does the Emperor actually look like?" She looks over at the Emperor and it's just a dude in a bathrobe. Just holding a cup of coffee, and it's just hilarious to me. But I don't know. As I said, I really liked 40K for a while, but the Games Workshop's grinding my gears too much of late for me to really continue supporting them.
Honestly, that's part of why I didn't end up getting Gladius, because I would have loved to play with you guys, but I'm like, I just really don't want to give them money. It just makes me feel icky.
I bought it before I reached the fucking point.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and it's just my personal, God, I'm an idiot. That's always there. That is always there. Okay. That's as good a time as any.
Oh, you died.
Yeah. I'm gonna start a new character. So
Midstream?
yeah. We'll throw on Iron Man.
Yeah, I probably stopped buying it a little too late for most people's comfort, but I'm also not smart, so.
So what faction should we play?
What's the factions, and give me a rundown of what they are, and I'll pick your skin, or I'll pick your faction. Oh no! Let's go off symbols.
Another follower. Welcome, Great Tat.
What's our follower?
New character use SKS rifle is fine. Okay, Mosin, but otherwise I hear what you're saying.
Let's use a Obrez Mosin.
I still haven't found one. Jake still checks in with me every once in a while to see if I've found one. I have not seen one. I'm almost certain there is one. Okay, quick rundown on the factions. Loners, mixed bag. They're the most common ones. Most of the stalkers you will see in the zone.
Each faction you have to describe me in 3 words or less.
3 words or less. Loners. Just some dudes.
Just some dudes, alright?
Just some dudes, okay. Bandits.
Alright.
Money grubbing assholes.
Okay.
Clear sky. Way too naive.
Alright.
Duty. Is paramilitary one word? We'll say it's one word. Yeah, mercenary might be entertaining. Great Tat. I have been trying to do an Iron Man mercenary run, so okay, yeah, one word. Okay, so uptight paramilitary guys.
Alright.
Freedom. Disorganized militant hippies. Mercenaries.
Well, militant hippies, so.
Pot smoking hippies, very nice. Mercenaries, mysterious anime protagonists, military.
I'm not an animes guy, so you can't use that one.
Military.
Let's go with that one. I like that one.
We protect you, TM. Ecologists. They want to learn.
I do like learning.
Monolith. Monolith, I cannot do 3 words. Monolith. Let all be spurned from the zone, those who reject the holy powers of the monolith. Oh, great monolith, seek deliverance from our enemies so that we may protect you further with our very lives. No, monolith is great. I literally have a monolith button.
Monolith.
Let's go with the learns. Yeah, the monolith, literally a cult. Yeah, if the cult is made up of all of the best stalkers ever to walk the zone, whoever kills monolith the most. Brainwashed rock lickers, hungry grimace. That is a good one. Whatever group is about teaching people peaceful and harmonious ways by force. Okay, monolith. Okay.
Okay. Alright, so what I'm hearing is monolith. Let's do it.
Gameplay difficulty hard, progression difficulty scavenger. Let's leave it on no data for portrait.
You've played this game long enough to play on hard.
Yes I have.
I'm an easy bitch. I just play easy on most games until I get used to it.
Sets off that they know something we don't. Flag monolith. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. There are 3 outcomes to a stalker wanting to get to the center of the zone. A, they die on the way. This is the most common outcome. B, they change their minds at some point. Good call. C, they get there and become monolith. Okay, so that's probably that. No, don't give me a detector at first. Give me a hunting kit.
Look, all you need is that axe right there.
More than once in my playthroughs, the ecologists were like Civ 5 Gandhi levels of aggressive. They went to war. Oh god, yeah.
AK-12.
Yeah, that's the one with the RPK mags.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I'll say AK-12, yeah.
500, 550, 550.
AK-74M, nah, boring.
Yeah, the 74Ms.
Ooh, UMP-5.
UMP-45?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'll
UMP-45, yeah.
run a UMP. Already got a mask, got a backpack. Yeah, they're both good choices, just way too expensive for the beginning of the game. Because I still need a knife, I still probably want a pistol. Come back to that. I'm gonna want bandages. Give me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of people that talk about, like, what bullet is best. I'm sitting there going, you get hit with bullet, you not have a good day.
Yeah, there's definitely something to be said about that, where it's like, yeah, you can argue about, like, effectiveness versus body armor, but in the vast majority of circumstances, someone hit by a bullet, even if they live, is going to be having a bad time.
12 gauge is hard to argue with. The only problem is if it is only a pellet gun, video games have a tendency to not interpret those well at range.
Yeah. There is a certain amount of video game shotgun syndrome to this one, unfortunately.
Shotguns are good as a concept, but as I said, unfortunately, too many video game shotguns suffer from the same problem of it don't do as what it says on the tin.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we might be good to go. I'm gonna get radiation poisoning, but I don't even care. We're going to turn on Iron Man. Going to not survival mode. We're going to turn on campfire mode. Well, that doesn't really matter because of Iron Man. I shouldn't be loading and saving anyway. Yeah, progression difficulty I'll leave on scavenger. I like turning up the gameplay difficulty. I do not like turning up the progression difficulty too much, because it just drags the early game a lot. I'm also going to do a couple more controversial things once we're actually in game, but that's culture Pripyat. Okay, so I've got helmet, I've got armor, I've got backpack, I've got knife, I've got 1 gun, I've got 3 bandages, antibiotics.
Not in Tarkov, you can stomp with shotguns. I'll have to take your word for it. I never played Tarkov.
Yeah, you got to talk to Rob about that one, man. I haven't played Tarkov either. I don't like myself, don't get me wrong. I just
So what's
like myself
the
a
danger
little
of
too
radiation
much.
in this game?
Uh,
Master Job?
radiation poisoning.
Oh yeah, but how dangerous
Um,
is it?
it depends. A lot of gear will protect you to a degree. I can't mess with ammo. Asclepius. Wow. Is that how you say that? You're gonna need to. Um, you're gonna need to probably tell us how to say that one. Asclepius?
Acephalus
Asclepius?
is what I'm gonna go with.
Asclepius. Yeah. Don't play Tarkov. Why? It.
Yeah.
I like myself a little too much to play Tarkov.
Yes, I don't know anything about Tarkov, so
Suffering Simulator.
I mean, I already played DayZ back when it was a mod, so
Oh no, me too. I've played DayZ, and I played a lot of DayZ, and I still
I
won't play
played a shitload
Tarkov.
of DayZ. Yeah. Yeah, I think my best achievement in DayZ is I was the nice guy that actually managed to get his hero skin without getting absolutely murdered every 5 seconds.
Nice. I've got a UMP. Yeah, so it starts you with some ammo, but it will not.
Now, what do you need a reflex sight on a UMP-45 for?
Don't just. It was cheap, so I took it. What
Oh,
version
okay.
is this? I installed this some time
Yeah,
ago.
it's like because the sight picture on a UMP-45 is beautiful.
According to ModDB, it probably hasn't, but I don't know. Mambo.
I guess in a gas mask could be kind of sucky.
Yeah. Tarkov is like being kicked in the balls over and over again, and eventually you have a slight enjoyment of it. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Bazzar. Tarkov is that game that Rob gets mad at.
Rob gets mad at every game.
Not like Tarkov. And it's completely understandable. Tarkov seems miserable. What am I doing? Oh, right. I'm setting some gameplay stuff. Hardcore AI aim. Goodwill notifications. Delayed repairs by mechanics. New. Stealth kills. We'll leave that. Minimum item condition for sale. That's all already set. Radioactive air during daytime. No. Anomaly detector sound. Yes. Because if you don't have a detector. Oh, wait. Radiation clicks from the Geiger counter only is only on. Fast travel state visited only. Location
What's
visit
weird, Rob?
message. Oh, Mambo, sorry, totally lost my thought. This is I think I'm playing one version previous to what's out right now. I meant to go get it, but it's just a few bug fixes and such. Full process parts, limited amount of bolts.
Hey, sometimes the bugs add character.
Weapon degradation factor. I'm gonna kick that down to 0.5 because guns don't disintegrate after firing 60 rounds.
It's the radiation, man. It interferes with the integrity of the metal, and I'm like, that's not how radiation works.
Radiation is bad, but
mainly to DNA-based organisms.
That's expensive. Yeah, well, or electronics.
Electronics. Well,
I still can't unhear the stories of the robots they tried to send in to clean up after Chernobyl that got fried. Must be pursued infidels, mutant population, need food and weapons.
But yeah, it also kind of depends on the metal, though.
Yeah, I'm in 1.5.1. I believe 1.5.2 is what's out now. I couldn't tell you. I have no money.
You don't need money. You have bullets. Go get money.
G36K. Free stalker on the outskirts. Can do.
G36K is pretty nice. I don't like how tall that rifle's sight block is, though.
Eh.
Because it's got the built-in ACOG and the built-in red sight or red dot.
Oh, hearing shit.
You have rocks and you have a tongue. You don't need money.
I'm just giving everyone a moment to appreciate Eidolon here.
Is he meditating?
Yes. Eye artifact, absolutely not. Keeper of secrets in Jupiter, absolutely.
I appreciate it. Well, I just said I thought the holographic was weird on UMP, and then I was like, oh, I guess if you're wearing a gas mask, you do want something that kind of raises it up off the rifle a bit.
Yeah. Something is being engaged at the stadium.
Can confirm Russian-style gas mask interferes with a lot of sight pictures of rifles, just because how big the islands are.
Well, yeah, for like GP5s and GP4s, abso-frickin-lutely. Yep. One of my favorite masks is my GP4, and yeah, those eye ports are massive. But the gas mask visuals are fucked enemy. Hard disagree. Yeah. Some of them are pretty nice.
Some are better than others. I'm usually screwed because I rely on glasses, so if my glasses can't fit underneath, I'm pretty screwed.
Aiming while using a gas mask is a pain. Yeah.
Can be, yeah.
Laser sights are your friend as well.
Laser sights are friends. Anything that raise it up. When I played Airsoft, I always wore like that full gas mask. And I had a G36C. And the first thing I did was buy a red dot sight with a riser, just so I could get a better sight picture.
You were in the reserves for a while. Oh, well, what mask is that? Are they still using the,
I don't know, I used a Russian one, so
I can't remember the name of the gas mask in service right now, but I hate it too. M50. I don't know, the M50 never got along with my face. Honestly, I think the most comfortable one I have is still the SHMS, which is a weird one. It's like it's a full hood like the GP5, but it has a fucking
That's okay, Rob, dude. I don't think
yeah. What do you call that thing? It's a little like voice a little voice box on the front so that your speech isn't completely muffled to shit.
Oh, I don't know. Look, if your voice isn't muffled, is it even really a gas mask?
That's why I love the GP4. This man's is dead. Oh.
I mean, I have this American M3 from World War II, and it's just, I don't know. A good thing we never really needed them, because I don't know how men would have fought in those.
Buzzbox. Yeah, whatever that thing is. The SCHMS has two, like, flat front-facing little optics.
I couldn't tell you, Rob Dave. I just know it's an M3 gas mask from World War II.
Okay. Let's find our holy tasks for the morning. We've got...
M3 what? Yeah.
God. The designation
M3
system.
Stewart. No, that was the M2. No, it was the M3. And it was also the M5. And the M3 Lee.
Wait, no, I should start with Jupiter.
And the machine gun, yeah, and the half track, yep. The helmet was the M1. That was the one that, it was an M1, so it was the M1 helmet, M1 rifle. Because I also have an M1 helmet up here.
Oof. Yeah, that's something I don't have and would like to, is body armor.
Oh, I don't have body armor, I just have antiquated headgear.
Oh, I don't even have that. I don't remember where the storage box here is. The World War I duckbill. Wait.
I do not envy you there, Murpa? Yeah.
The World War I duck build that you have to pee on. I'm gonna need you to explain right
Was
now.
that a British one, or? I don't. Yeah, it's like I don't know. I'm not a Canadian. I'll have to ask one of the Canadians if they know.
Yeah. See if I can recall.
Yeah. One miniature line I can highly recommend for World War I minis right now is actually War Games Atlantic. They make some pretty nice miniatures, and one of my big sticking points is all the head options have mask or no gas, or gas mask or no gas mask options.
I'm a fool. I forgot to set myself to do not disturb on Discord. Or can I really check it right now? The sound stopped, which usually is a very bad sign, and now I'm really paranoid.
Okay, so you need a firearms license to buy and own armor. Okay.
That's interesting. Also, did not know that urine neutralizes mustard gas. I am learning all manner of shit today.
Yeah. One of the interesting things about urine is it has ammonia in it, along with mustard gas, which is a combination of ammonia and chlorine. But I don't think it really neutralizes it. I think it absorbs it better than if you just like had it dunked in water. But World War I, what a hellish place to be.
In case anyone wanted to sleep tonight.
Oh, I know a game we could co-op.
What?
Hold Fast, the World War I update.
Oh, right. I still don't have that.
Oh man,
That
it's
definitely
not great,
is.
but it's fun.
That definitely is one that I've been kind of looking at for a while, because I played this shit out of World War I shooter. It was set on the Eastern Front. It was kind of a companion to Verdun. Tannenberg. Tannenberg. There we go.
They're doing another one. They're doing
Yes, the Italian one, right?
yeah, Battle for the Osanzo River or something like that. All 12 battles of it.
Oh no. That is a lot.
Italian-Austrian front is another story for people who say that.
Marimpa. Yeah, I did that. I mixed bleach and ammonia-based cleaners one time and nearly gassed myself. But guess what I have in abundance? It's gas masks. I have a lot of gas masks.
Yeah, you have gas masks at least, yeah.
Okay, those are friends. Probably the only ones I'm going to find.
Back on, I don't think there was a front in that war that wasn't an absolute mess.
Yeah.
Because you had that one German guy in German East Africa giving the British Expeditionary Forces hell there. Italian-Austrian front, they just decided they were going to blow each other to smithereens for months and months and months on end. On the Russian-German front, the Germans started steamrolling the Russians to the point the Russians started fighting themselves.
Well, and then there was the Wolf Truce, which is a very interesting story in and of itself.
I think everyone used wave warfare in that. the Battle of Somme comes to mind, where the British took 40,000 casualties in one day.
Good God.
Yep, the Attack of the Dead Men.
God, yeah, that is another horrific story.
Yeah, I think that got blown up much more than what it is, but if all of it was recorded accurately, it'd be much more boring. What a lot of people forget was the 6,000 healthy Russians that pushed the Germans back first, and then the 100 dead dudes slumping out of their fort was what finished the job for the German retreat. Yep, they had sequenced rounds that were put through the Paris gun, and you had to fire them in order for them to be accurate.
That is insane.
Oh yeah, it's still fucked up, Macon. I was just saying, a lot of people that I've talked to in my local area misinterpret what actually happened. I'm not saying I'm a history expert. I'm just saying I try to get the most real story I can find.
Ow. I don't like being shot. Please stop. Doesn't help that I can't see.
Yeah. Yep, they forget about the 6,000 Russians that helped. Well, there was only 100 guys in the fort, Rob, that kind of survived, if you can call what they went through surviving. I mean, I guess they were upright enough to slump out of their fort with bayonets fixed, but all they did was scare the piss out of the Germans because they thought they were all dead.
Yeah, I would have too. I would have been scared shitless.
Anomalies affect the bullets? I mean...
Sometimes, some do. Or at least the bullets will leave a visual effect on the anomaly. I'm dead.
Step away
Ow.
for just a second. I'll be right back.
Okay. Well, that was that run, fellas. That man had a Mosin and I didn't. Maybe Iron Man isn't the play for Monolith. New run. Okay. What now? Bazzar's gone. I don't have to, I don't have to meme every faction. I mean, I don't do duty runs very often. Kind of for good reason, though. I'm not a huge fan of duty. They're like the military, except they don't shoot you on sight. Merc, Spara? Duty is pretty generic. Clear sky for lulz. No thanks. I already did a loner playthrough. Sorry. That was fucked up. But I mean, it's kind of true. It's like you're basically just playing as loners with funny armor. They're kind of an interesting mix between loners and e-calls. Bandit. I mean, Bandit is mercenary without all the interesting gear. Like me, the Freedom hippies. Yeah, Freedom could be interesting. I don't play Freedom very much. Actually, you know what? We are men, we are not animals. Da, 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 da. No, not predictions. There's like a, isn't there a voting thing, gentlemen? Freedom is boring AF. I mean, not as boring as bandits. Yeah, I'm not sure how to...
Alright, the toddler has been appeased.
Nice! Was she making another attempt on your life?
No, she just wanted some watermelon.
Ah, I see. freedom playthroughs end with me sitting at the barrier farming gear. Yeah. Yeah, how... I'm not certain how to pull. Should be able to do /pull. Yeah, Zin, if you could. I have no idea how to do it.
Oh no.
And I actually don't have Sin unlocked to my displeasure.
Yeah, no. Setting a flea off on home while everyone's still home is not ideal.
No. Show the uninitiated the labs. Hunger Grimace, yeah, I could. Zin, actually, yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah,
because
big growth
otherwise,
there, Rob.
otherwise I'm not going to be able to get anything done this playthrough. But thank you, Zin. I will probably ask you later after I'm off how to actually do that. I didn't realize until my eyes started to burn. That is a terrible way to find out. Good God.
No problem, says Zenithar.
Starovich, go away. Actually, wait. I have an ongoing monolith. Playthrough.
Yeah, that would be the thing to do. Open up all the doors and windows, put Fox fans in there, get all that crap out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'd still leave for a while.
Yes, definitely. I do not know what's in a flea bomb, but I can only imagine it would not be excellent to be breathing for long periods of time.
Knowing how hardy fleas are, if it can kill a flea, I don't want to know what it's doing to me.
Fair. Forgot, we got Monolith Fuck Squad going on this save. And I also have a Gauss rifle.
Gauss rifle?
I think I'm wearing... Yeah, the Nosrog. Crystal artifact. Yeah. This is a very well set run. When I was careless applying ant poison. Yeah, I burned the shit out of one of my arms doing that one time. I didn't realize it was supposed to be, diluted before being applied to anything. And I just, like, started spraying it on shit. And, I got some on me, and I was like, why does my skin hurt? Yeah.
Yeah, burns means it's working. Yeah, it does.
Yep. That is actually completely true. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna follow the streets.
I think some of my favorite stories are about, like, the hiker wannabes that use bear spray like bug spray.
Oh my God. That is so, but not something to do.
No, it's not.
Phosphoric acid.
But I mess up and
yeah.
I laugh at other people's misfortunes, so.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I'll do that all day, and as long as I don't get angry at other people laughing at mine, I figure we're square.
Yeah. It's only fair. If you laugh at other people's misfortune, you gotta let other people laugh at yours.
Yep. If you engage in Schadenfreude, then yeah, it's only fair that other people get to do the same. Started aching from my legs up, then my entire body puffed up and turned like a... Oh my God. That is awful. Remember, never mix it in hot water. Words to live by.
Yeah, I think, I never really poisoned myself, but I've gone to the hospital for stitches a few times.
I broke my arm once. was about it.
I've never broken a bone, but I also have pretty high bone density.
There was also, yeah, I just snapped mine like a twig. Had a compound fracture. It was great. But I also just realized that's not true. I also went to the hospital for drinking one time. That was a thing. Hatched a leak on a cleaning solution line from a plastic drum at a car wash. Knew something was wrong when my hands felt like they were on fire and skin started turning red. Yeah, holy shit.
Read the warning labels, folks.
Oh my god. I have a fully functional underbarrel grenade launcher. Beautiful.
What if it's only actually semi-functional and you're about to find...
I was gonna say, then we're gonna find out when I try and use it.
I wonder how well the Russian grenade launchers work compared to the US ones.
The Vogs?
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never actually seen footage of one or anything.
It looks smaller. Like, isn't it only like a 30 mil or something?
I've only broken one bone in my collarbone. Well, to be fair, that's like
a hell of a
starting
bone to break.
Yeah, that's like starting the game on fucking nightmare mode. What? How did you even... That is not an easy bone to break either.
Changing batteries in waist deep water. Ugh, no.
Fuck.
Electronics and water don't mix.
Yeah.
I'll say turn the power off, but if it's battery powered, guess what? It's direct current.
Yep. Oh god, I forgot how much good shit Monolith gets. Ugh, beautiful. SV98s. Jeez. I mean, this is also, I'm at like max rep with Monolith on this run, but the tingle is how you know it's working. Yeah, real talk. My dad used to play bass guitar in a band, and that crazy fucker, that's how he tested the batteries, was he'd take them out of the bass and just hold them on his tongue to see if they zapped him. And I don't like that. I don't like being electrocuted, I've found. I've been battery electrocuted, I've been wall socket electrocuted, and I've been car battery electrocuted, and I just am not a fan of any of it.
Man, you weren't kidding. They had everything, man.
Yeah, no, like, oh, the U-Sauce would be so fun. I just don't think I could afford to keep it fed. SR25. Jesus. Scars. So much good shit. Were you a prisoner of war at one point? That's a lot of being shocked. No, I assure you, the That was an explosion. Please hold. The circumstances always were contextual. Like the car battery, I was working on a car and had a piece of metal in my hand and wasn't thinking. And the batteries, yeah, again, I've tested batteries on my tongue before. And then the wall socket, I was working on said wall socket, just trying to just doing simple shit. And my screwdriver slipped, and I couldn't feel my hand for a little bit. Yeah. Fun stuff. Do you have heart problems? Not that I know of, and if they're there, they can stay there. I don't know about them.
Yeah, I learned when I was in my construction technology class, like, how little electricity it actually takes to cross the heart to kill you. And I'm like, I was thinking back to all the times, like, I'd grab, like, a damaged cord, and I'd touch my brother, and I'd zap him.
Oh my god.
Using me as the conductor, and how I didn't die is beyond me.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that bad, but...
Yeah, I can't stand being shocked. Even to this day, I do not like it. It's one of those things where... Not a phobia, because it's not something I'm actively afraid of. I just fucking hate when that shit happens, man.
Oh, I do have a phobia. It's called water deeper than I can stand in. Remember that high bone density I mentioned before?
You sink like a rock?
I sink like a rock. I cannot
Uh.
swim no matter what I do. And people's like, well, you just gotta do this. And I'm like, cool, let me do that. Flunk
Yeah.
down to the bottom.
Glub, 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 glub.
Glub, glub. I think I remember in Mass Effect 3, Garrus said, have you ever seen a Turian swim? It's a lot of kicking, splashing, interrupted by occasional bouts of drowning. That's when swimming.
Oh, that's beautiful. Also, I have a lot of stuff. Holy shit.
Yeah, Rob, no, keep swimming.
That's the only way I know how. Just keep swimming.
It doesn't work, I'm telling you.
Yeah, I think if he could do that, we would not be having problems. Oh, right, I've got a fully kitted up AS-Val. I forgot about that.
Oh, I love the water, as long as it's something I can stand up in.
I really thought I had a PKM, but I guess I don't. Just a moment, fellas. Just gonna make sure that's not anything important.
Yeah, swimming is easy to learn. Again, aforementioned high bone density. It's not because of skill or lack of talent. It's literally my body is heavier than it's supposed to be for this size, making my body slightly denser than the water. Overall.
Okay. Well, good news is that wasn't aimed at me. The bad news is I still forgot to turn myself to Do Not Disturb because I am a fool. Okay, there we go. Alrighty.
Used to be able to become a submarine? What, are you smoking the marijuana there, Rob? I don't understand that one.
I used to rig up breathing kits out of 2-liter soda bottles.
I used to sink all the time, yeah.
Yeah, I used to do the same. Hey,
One of my
Grandmas.
buddies was a submariner. I call him a crazy bastard because who the hell wants to go in a tube under the sea?
Give him my condolences.
He said he enjoyed it, which makes it all the more troubling.
That is. He should probably seek therapy. It's done.
We don't have enough good therapists in the world for him to go through them.
Spar of Seal. Didn't get shocked, but funny story. It was helping clear out the shop loft at my first job. Saw a couple loose wires and told the guy helping me. He walked over and reconnected them. All of a sudden, very loud, angry noise. We'd reconnected the old safety alarm they stopped using in the 70s. Scared the shit out of the whole building. Nice. Oh, that's a good one.
The guy helping you apparently didn't go through the courses I did, because the first thing they tell you is if you don't know a wire is live or not, you get a tester.
Yeah.
Check for continuity. I'll be right back.
Okay. I need to go use this Gauss rifle on somebody. Yeah, I really enjoy swimming. Have ever since I was a kid. And it's one of those things where I used to do some shit that I'm like, how did I not drown myself? Because, like, I used to rig up homemade breathing apparatuses because I learned very early on that you can't just attach a hose to the surface and dive down and breathe through the hose because of the pressure differentials. So what I did was I would instead drag down a 2-liter like bottle with me and have it full of air and have a hose going from it to, you know, my face. And I would then just squeeze it and breathe underwater. Which, my God, that is ill-advised. Don't recommend it. Where's was that large siren? Was it a room that had been closed off for a break room? Oh no. Yeah. That's a what we call an ear hurty moment.
And I'm back. Did you miss me, folks?
Spar was talking about the siren was in a room that like had been closed off into a sectioned room. It was supposed to be an entire shop floor's siren. So it was
So it's
just a
deafening.
siren in a break room at, you know, like a ridiculous level. Yeah, Notorious Ben, that was kind of my experience too. It hurt and I hated it, but I was fine.
Here's a helpful tip that could save somebody's life. If you touch a wire and you don't know whether it's a live wire, use the back of your hand instead of grabbing it, because if there's electricity running through it, your hand will clasp on it and you will not be able to let go.
Mm.
So use the back of your hand, it will push it off you.
Melted several wrenches removing Humvee batteries. Holy shit.
Melting a wrench using replacing Humvee batteries. I knew a Humvee mechanic. He had nothing nice to say about the Humvee.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever met anyone... Oh shit. I don't think I've ever met anyone who has been in the Humvees, like, in any sort of service capacity and has anything good to say about them.
That is true. 120 is a little more dangerous than 240 because 240 will just kick the shit out of you.
Industrial accidents. Oh yeah, man. One of my very good friends that I used to be roommates with still works in a, well, I was about to call it a fucking sawdust factory, but it's a particle board plant. And, yeah, he has some horror stories that he's seen on the floor there.
Yeah, there is, my father-in-law is a registered nurse.
Oof.
And he works in the town I grew up in, which has an oil refinery.
Oh no.
And yeah, that's some messed up stuff right there.
Yeah, there are a lot of very painful ways to go on an oil refinery.
Humvees may keep you alive, but will likely cause numerous problems. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never heard anyone say the Humvee will keep you alive. Yeah, getting flipped in an up-armored Humvee does not sound fun. Mainly because you will, well, you probably wouldn't care afterwards, but that's not for good reasons.
Ah, fuck.
I mean, I'm not a veteran, Lord Grimos, but I've never heard a veteran say good things about Humvees.
Yeah, I'm in the exact same spot.
Oh yeah, the up-armored Humvee, yeah, Rob pointed out, or also said something along the lines, yeah, they're top-heavy because of all the armor they threw on them, and they were not designed with that much armor in mind, so it completely throws off the balance of the vehicle.
Yeah.
But also, you can't make armored vehicles too wide to support their stability because they gotta fit on a train car.
HW told us one time they were working on a conveyor belt at the end after startup. They saw red. They thought it was transmission fluid. It was not. Yeah, they have a guy. They have a guy at the shop that my friend works at, where he's infamous because the man only has one thumb. Well, where did the other one go? You see, to make particle board out of sawdust, there's a lot of compression involved, and a lot of that machinery does not give a shit if there are human parts in the way. And, yeah, that's where his thumb went. It's part of a piece of particle board now. Some strikers flipped, a few soldiers were paralyzed. Jesus, dude.
Yeah, as much as I liked the Striker MGS, that's purely in the aspect of I used it in my Arma 2 days, and that's about it.
Yeah.
And it fun in that game too. I never had to deal with it in real life, so ugh.
I hate lurkers.
Wait, were those straight up from
Metro, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's one of the mods in Anomalies. They add in a lot of the cut mutants and a couple from Metro.
I mean, they fit in, so it makes sense.
Yeah, oh yeah, they do. Oh, I forgot, this thing uses casket mags. Right, the crystal.
I think I had a laugh at a picture from the war in Ukraine right now when I saw Russian soldiers riding on the top of their APCs, and I immediately thought back to the Vietnam era where the guys would ride on top of the 113s.
Oh god, yeah.
And I'm like, what's good as an armored box if you're not going to ride in it?
This guy was working a press and accidentally had a rag go into the rollers and made the mistake of trying to pull it out, cost him a finger. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a zombie stalker.
Look, we all know that we should all crave the strength and certainty of steel. I, for one, look forward to becoming a cyborg.
Oh yeah. You kidding me? The minute anyone offers.
Yeah, you telling me you can replace my knees with ones that don't pop? Sign me up. And then it just has a hydraulic whining.
Oh my god. Oh. Yeah, I just want 4 arms. Like... What am I hearing? I think there's zombies.
Yeah, welcome to the IFD debate. Yeah, no, it's just...
Oh no, it's a friend.
Yeah. Well, I guess
Look,
it's more
people,
of the
it's a
APC
friend.
than IFV. I understand what an IFV is supposed to do. And an APC's goal is just to make sure you keep up with the track vehicles.
Look at the friend. Observe his many features.
He's got a gimp arm. You should probably put him out of his misery there, buddy boy.
Yeah, that's not actually a friend. I was lying that whole time.
No, he's gimpy. You just gotta... There you go.
I'm gonna do something a little bit political and shoot people with a Gauss rifle.
I've thought about a religious AI. But yeah, thought about being cyberized, but think about it, how many USB connectors? I don't know, Notorious Ben. I really don't know. But I'm not here to ask questions, I'm just here to be optimistic.
Yeah, I really want, no machinery gives a fuck about human parts. Yeah. Semi-auto shotgun. Yeah. Go around that. Yeah, I really want us to figure out the, interfacing machinery directly with the human nervous system so that I can have cool robotic arms.
Well,
40k Tech Priest signed me up. Oh yeah, that is where I'm headed, man.
Von Cody, there's actually one that does. There's a table saw that when it detects it's bitten in, like, there's a current that runs through the blade, and if it's disrupted, it slams an aluminum block into the blade and stops it immediately and pulls it into the table. I've seen it at work. You will barely get a scratch.
That is crazy.
The only bad thing is you will have to spend the exorbitant cost of replacing the aluminum brake and the blade.
I mean, yeah.
Because I think they're pretty expensive.
Yeah, I mean, my dad chopped off half his thumb with a table saw one time.
Oh yeah, they're dangerous. Like, that's probably one of the more dangerous tools you can have in a shop. But yeah, some of the new ones got some pretty nice safety features on them. But hey, paying an exorbitant cost to replace a brake is definitely worthwhile if it saves your fingers.
Yeah. How expensive is a finger?
Well, if you lose it, then it doesn't matter.
Cool. Fucking bandits. Yeah, I think I actually hit him around the shoulder, hungry, but yeah, that was funny as shit. Yeah, Banditos eliminated.
Oh damn, how did the bad guys know I was allergic to bullets?
It's like one of those things. I was talking with a someone online about like it was just kind of a generalized conversation on alien invasion and like how fucked we are if one happens. And I was like, I honestly don't think we'll be that bad off. We've got, you know, like our modern firearms, we've got nuclear arms if we're, you know, really fucking desperate. Like I don't think we're, you know, just by and large fucked by any means. And they're like, well, how do we know, you know, that bullets will work on them? And I'm like,
Bullet works on everything down here. Why shouldn't it work on things up there?
Precisely. Bullets are one of those things that, unless you are developing a countermeasure specifically to bullets, they're going to work.
Well, an alien invasion is also extremely vague because what technology are we speaking here? Like, did they cross the Gulf in cryo to invade here? Or did they have the technology to get here practically instantaneous? Like, there's such a high degree of tech level that is theoretical.
I mean, there are bullets that can harm rock, Vecron. I promise.
I can guarantee you, 762 by 39. Do not shoot into rock. Rock do not become good. May have experience with that.
Oh no.
Do not shoot an AK-47 into a rock for funsies. It does not end well.
At what range were you doing so?
Probably about 15 feet.
Ah, I see.
Yep. To be fair, it wasn't me, it was my friend, but...
Oh, yes, your friend, I see.
I don't own an AK. I would like to.
Yeah, me too. I really want an AKS. Not gonna happen, but I really want one. I'm taking that beer. That's my beer now.
B3C7 Ron.
Vectron.
I wouldn't say ricochet. I would just say the rock exploded and shrapnel.
Yeah, and shrapnel ensued.
And shrapnel ensued.
I'm about to waste so much money on a fucking zombie. Watch this. .50 cal can delete many things.
It can.
Yup. Especially when applied in great volumes. Oh. There's more of them.
Tax dollars well spent. Well spent on bullet? Nice to know there's still just a good old-fashioned zombie.
Yeah, there are a couple of stages of zombie. There is this, which is like the last stage of zombie, Oh, hello. I'm going to win this fight, my friend. These are kind of like the final stage of zombie. These ones are not. These ones are just stalkers that got caught out in a storm and are no longer of their right mind. And then there's Monolith, which is the lightest stage of zombification. In fact, it's kind of interesting. I remember an episode of Kolchak that was an alien having a picnic. That's fucking hilarious. But Monolith are technically on the same kind of like level because they've had their ego. Uh-oh. That's a bad sign. They've had their like ego and humanity erased basically. But they're still fully functional as human beings as opposed to the zombies. There's actually an interesting dialogue thing in this game where when you examine one of the, when you examine a piece of, I think it's like a journal you find, that's how you know the real one, is it doesn't go away when you shoot it. That it's like, originally it's like someone freaking out about their amnesia and like, it's like written super shakily and stuff like that. But then as it goes on, the letters and the words become like more religious and become almost machine perfectly printed. And that's Monolith. That's why they're the best faction.
But yeah, but the reason I say alien invasions get weird to describe because everyone always pictures them invading and shooting us with their version of gun. And us shooting back with our version of gun. I always had a theory. It's like, you know how like people like take animals, we put them in a zoo, put them on display. What if? How do we know our world wasn't already pokeballed and is currently on display at some aliens museum? You would never know.
I hope so. Because then they have to watch all of us internet dwellers jerk off to whatever flavor of degeneracy we enjoy, and that is a fate that I would not wish on my worst enemy.
I don't know, to them it's just like, hey, look at the Earth's ecology, and now we get to watch it destroy itself in real time.
But I'd prefer that for that exact reason. This was an old AA complex. Normally this is a horrible place to have to go, but zombies aren't hostile. These like semi-sentient zombies aren't hostile to monoliths, so that's nice.
Yeah, I keep seeing BTRs in place where BTRs probably really shouldn't be deployed into.
Deployed is a strong word for what ended up with the BTRs here.
Okay.
There wasn't really time. Buenos dias, fuckboys.
More like Grand Place BTR. Yes, they're just kind of everywhere, and I'm like, why? They're not even the most common vehicle in the Russian.
This thing is so inaccurate at this range. Makes me very displeased.
I don't know, that would be a nice little fun thing to do. Or to be the first universe-capable space exploration species, but at the same time, I look back at humanity and go, no, I don't see it, man. Look, if a grenade is shot close enough to the victim, all it is just really big bullet.
sir, I'm gonna need you
Yeah,
to
Lord
move.
Grimace, if there's something out there before us, that means they get to build all the roads while we get to benefit from it.
Ah, yes, the Rome equation.
They get to build all the space roads. Humanity are the space orcs? Yeah, I heard a number of sci-fis where we're just like the template for super soldiers for aliens, and then when we finally escape containment, they're like, oh god, they're loose.
I actually, I really enjoy, in terms of science fiction concept, I enjoy the Cravers from Endless Space 1 and to a lesser degree Endless Space 2. I don't know if you're familiar at all, Bazzar, but...
I'm not.
Well, the Cravers in Endless Space are like a race that was more or less developed as a biological weapon to be deployed against hostile planets, where their whole species exists to fall onto a planet, consume that planet until nothing is biologically supported by the ecology because they have eaten everything that could possibly sustain life, and leave. And then go to the next planet and do the same thing. And so their gameplay in Endless Space is very orky. It is, I'm on the move, I am wiping planets, and then moving on to the next planet before I run out of, like, quote-unquote food on the last planet. So it's this kind of constant race to outpace your own consumption. And I feel like that is what we're going to end up with in terms of humanity in the stars. I truly believe that.
Yeah, we're just gonna go from one planet, use it up, and then hop to the next before the other one runs out.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Oh, wow. 5.7 by 28 rounds. Okay.
I can hope better.
Yes. I definitely hope better. I just, that is what occurs. I lost a brother. Where did my other guy go?
I shot him. No, just kidding.
No. God damn it. My brother has fallen.
So where are the aliens from? Yeah, Independence Day, the second movie, tried to explain more about the aliens, and I'm like, I don't know if that's a cool idea or not, but... Whereas, like, essentially the aliens that attacked us were essentially space versions of locusts. From what I understand. I only watched it once, and I did not care to repeat it.
Ah. God, the Gauss rifle is heavy.
Well, yeah.
I should probably put it
probably
away.
Made by HK.
It's actually manufactured by Monolith.
Oh, okay.
It uses fragments of anomalies to fire the rounds.
Alright.
Or fragments of artifacts to fire the rounds, sorry.
I mean, you can get a real-life coil gun now. It's commercially available.
I made a mass driver, a multi-stage magnetic rail mass driver. It was for a school project.
Yeah, humans' ability to heal and regenerate is kind of cool, but at the same time, I don't know if other species would, like, not be able to, considering how many species on Earth right now heal way better than humans can.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Well, that was an explosion.
But, yeah, the ability to use prosthetics, yeah, I think, asyphilis, I think that's exactly what humans are good at. We aren't very formidable in any way, shape, or form without use of technology.
Mav, I'll build you a railgun after I build me a railgun.
Mav, you don't need a railgun.
He's in Canada. He does need a railgun.
Yeah. No, they'll take it away from him.
No, because it's not technically a firearm.
Canada doesn't care.
Mav, are railguns allowed in Canada?
He says it's not a gun. I don't know. You can argue. You can argue with your government on that one, Mav.
Oh, hello.
Maybe you know something I don't. You don't know what you can find out. And Maverick
not
is
ammo.
currently serving a 30-year stay in prison. I don't think Zorg says anything about railguns. There's not enough fire for him to be interested. Zorg isn't... Hell, Zorg isn't even much of a conventional gun kind of deity. He's more of, what's the biggest flamethrower you can mount to something kind of god.
Got him.
I don't know, Dot's way in. Does he, do you think Zorg would also appreciate rockets and missiles?
Rockets and missiles, maybe. I mean, I feel like there has to be an incendiary effect afterwards, right?
Of course.
Shit, I can't think of Zorg without thinking of that fucking fire we had not too long ago.
Yeah, a rail flamethrower. How would that
Ooh.
work, Mav?
Well, so actually,
Magnetically accelerated fire.
yes.
Honestly,
Actually-
I think Zorg would use enough fire. The salamanders would be more inspired in awe of him rather than salamanders being a plaything for him.
Railgun's actually a large railgun. In some of the military tests they've done for like ship-mounted weapons, it uses plasma, superheated plasma.
It causes people to push in the air.
For dancing lights, thank you. Get out of here, Stalker. Yeah, that is, I missed. Or not.
Hello, people. What's up? There's a ceiling. That's up there.
This might actually... This guy... Oh, he's a traitor. Oh, hello.
You put a hole in his forehead.
Well, yeah, so the way that the game handles him, basically means that he's not hostile to me. And he's technically doesn't even exist.
He doesn't exist.
Missed me.
He's just like Belgium. It doesn't actually exist.
God, I love playing Monolith.
If the fuel is metal, it could be put through a railgun. Well, the metal's got to be magnetic, so...
Well, that and
most flammable
railguns...
metal I can think of is like magnesium.
The problem you have with railguns at higher calibers is the friction, which is why they use plasma, is to reduce the friction because it's conductive, but it also reduces the friction between the rails and the projectile. Yeah, Mav, I'd rather...
Magnetic things are called, yeah, my brain's dumbing out, but yeah. Ferrule materials, yeah.
Yeah, Mav, I'd rather build you, like, a magnetic mass driver, to be perfectly honest with you, just, like, with multiple stops instead of a railgun, because a railgun... More current through a longer apparatus, and it just gets more complex.
Dots, you're giving Mav too much credit. I don't even trust him with a rubber band slingshot.
That's true. That's a good point.
I'll make it an extra big rubber band for you there, Mav. How about that?
Prove your worth. Also, goddamn, I just wiped that shit out. Admittedly, I
Super high
didn't...
capacity battery, super portable. Yep. Yeah, that should be our next big leap through of energy and stuff.
Yeah, superconductivity. Superconductivity is the next great horizon in science, I hope.
Unfortunately, battery technology as we know it right now, as far as I understand, is getting to the point where there is nowhere else to take it.
Yeah. With the materials we have to hand, yes.
With our knowledge of how the universe works, like, our current batteries just aren't going anywhere.
Well, it depends on the caliber of the railgun as well, Gelatinous Sire.
I can solve our energy problem. We just need to go back to Tesla's idea of wireless energy, and then you don't even need a battery.
I mean,
You need a current collector.
Hot take. I feel like people give Tesla way too much credit as it is.
Oh, no, by far, definitely. But I was just saying the wireless energy thing. I don't even care if it was real.
Superconductivity at room temperature. Yeah, sorry, that... I meant just the general field of superconductivity is going to be the next, like, big breakthrough area. Because, yeah, we do have superconductivity.
I'm
a cool.
Guard fan, las gun, big good.
I would like laser tech to continue evolving as well. I don't per se have a problem with where it's at right now, really.
I think most people, what they think of lasers, they think of the thing that's probably the least horrifying thing possible. Because most lasers are not visible, so literally laser weaponry would be suddenly your buddies are catching fire.
Yeah.
And to me, that would be the most horrifying shit ever, because, yeah, it's just suddenly things get warm.
Yeah, I mean, there's that. There's the, I was just talking about, I've yet to see graphene proven commercial viable for mass production at a competitive price point. Yeah, okay, so that is definitely something. But I was actually just talking with CJ the other day.
Gelatinous fire. I was even thinking of something like the Imperial Guard las gun, where the beam of light is visible. In most laser guns, that just isn't the case. Oh, sorry, interrupted you, Jots. Go for it.
Oh, no, it's all good. Why does my skin hurt and burn? I was just talking to CJ the other day about orbital defense lasers, which was a fascinating fucking conversation, because he was like, yeah, you can... Sorry, another ping just hit. Okay, we're fine. You can basically mount them on submarines, and with the wavelength of laser that you were using, fire it straight through the ocean and up into the sky without any real atmospheric effects, like getting in the way of the beam, which is just crazy to me.
I feel bad for like the light, any like wildlife that gets in the way of that, though. Just
oh yeah, bird on fire. Is it that one? Yeah, sure. Okay. The military's active denial system.
Come on, Cody. I don't know enough about Star Wars tech to know anything about that. I just know Tabana gas is apparently the thing that make the blaster go pew.
Yeah, it's actually what always bugs me is the Star Wars laser things are much more of like a phased particle beam,
or even a plasma bolt.
Yeah, plasma bolt could work too. Seen the reports of birds flying in the beam path of the focused solar power plants? No. Zenith, wouldn't that be?
What the fuck just hit me?
Oh, good shit. I have not seen birds flying in the beam path.
God, it is our turn to drive you insane.
I need to drop like...
Yeah, anti-missile system, fuck birds. Yeah, my buddy was telling me about when he was on a Navy ship, you know, when they were warming up the phalanx, because suddenly it would just go burnt and you'd see a puff of feathers somewhere in the air.
Jesus.
And I was like, what?
Holy.
How many birds have you killed with the phalanx anti-missile systems? Yeah,
that is an excellent question. I still remember the stories about the MiG-25? The Foxbat, where the radar was so powerful that it had to be cooled with the evaporative cooling system fed by alcohol, for lack of a better term. So basically they would spray alcohol on it and cool it down, but the thing is, it was still so powerful that they had to not only cool it constantly, but also keep refilling the tanks because they use so much in the evaporative cooling systems that they would have to keep gigantic tanks of, you know, just almost pure alcohol on the base to refill them. So all the staff on MiG-25 bases were just shit-faced constantly. That and the radar was so fucking powerful that they would turn it on and you would know when one of them had activated it on the ground because all of the, like, squirrels and small mammals and, like, birds and shit around them would just die on the field.
Yeah.
Yeah, vodka-fueled PC for Dancing Lights. I'm sure it's the exact same thing.
Reminds me of torpedo juice, says Gelatinous, sir. Oh, torpedo juice. If you ever heard a recipe for torpedo juice, you're like, how desperate do you have to be that this is your choice of alcohol?
Oh my god.
At least the Mark 14 torpedo is good for something. Mark 14 torpedo. It was a little better than playing airsoft with the enemy ship.
Tasty MiG juice. Oh, wow. Look at that.
We get a BTR count. How many BTRs is that now?
Well, a lot of them have been the same ones.
Okay. I'm just saying, there's a lot more armored vehicles in the Eastern European military than just BMPs. Or not BMPs, BTRs.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a goddamn second, you commie SOB.
Oh, I'm not communist. I am simply an asshole. Plasmic boomstick.
That's a bad noise, isn't it? I think I just heard a bad noise. Ugh, I'm still overloaded. This is not optimal.
Water break.
Nope.
Ah, crap, I'm out of water. It's all the same BTR. It's Anomaly that loves you around.
I love that. I love that a lot.
BTR.
Yes.
Still a better SCP than what a lot of them are these days.
Oh my god. I was just reading about is it 354, the blood, like, pond?
I am not familiar enough with SCP numbers and designations to tell you.
Oh, hey, WBPL. Shit, I didn't see the time. Diggs, I'm sorry. Yeah, Diggs, do you want me to pop off? Yeah, Gelatinous Sire, that's such a cool one. And the exploration. Yeah. The exploration log for it is very interesting. Yeah, okay, I can let me fast travel back to the monolith base and we'll close this up.
I think my favorite one is the vending machine that dispenses whatever liquid you want.
Oh yeah.
Because I don't think it's used nearly creative enough in any of its stories to its best potential. Like, you want world peace? Type in the thing, world peace juice, and just pour it on the ground, and suddenly everyone's chill.
Oh god. Is your daughter making another attempt on your life, by the way?
Yeah.
Did she at least give you a weapon?
No, she's just using her bare hands now.
Oh, okay. I mean, hand-to-hand combat. Again, she's got good instincts, man. That's a good kid.
Good kid.
I'm actually gonna have to save and quit here because I'm gonna have to do a bunch of inventory management and don't really feel like putting you guys through that. But yeah, so 8. There we go. So up next is gonna be Maverick's After Dark segment, and yeah, Hungry Grimace. Absolutely, it was my pleasure. This is again just something I was doing anyway, and I got to come out on primetime for a little bit, so that's cool.
Yeah.
And
my first time on stream, and then
yeah, thank you guys a lot. It's there were a lot more people here, a lot more interaction than I was expecting for me just popping in with Bazzar, but Yeah.
Oh no! Now you made promises.
I was gonna say.
Comment saying, "Don't let that asshole back. Never let him back here."
Yeah, and we got an excellent quote out of it. Martini Henry, magazines are for people who miss. By as sleepy as 561.
Yes.
Oh, well, thanks for Dancing Lights.
No, thanks, Rob Dave.
Yeah, it's been really cool, guys. I appreciate y'all coming out.
I'm just slightly okay.
Nah, man, you're fun to hang with, if anything.
Alright, well.
Alright, well, tune in about 15 or so for Mav, and he's gonna have digs on tonight. You guys get more hot digs action. See you then.
Yeah.